over, right? Make some room for more of those. Wait, there's more lockdowns coming? That's not all. They're going to be even better than the COVID ones. I'm sure quite a few of you guys have heard about these. They are climate change lockdowns. Now, these are going to heavily affect urban areas. Remember, at any point during this video, that all this stuff is on the WEF's website, and that they want you to, in quotes, own nothing and be happy about it. They don't want us to be self-sufficient, because if that were the case, they wouldn't get all their fucking supply from us or all their money. Now, according to what we've seen so far and all the research that I've done, they don't really want us to own cars, or they want to push electric cars so quickly that people can't really get them and stay within certain areas. Don't forget about staying home, crippling your immune system, and getting the old jab. Gotta get them jabs. Plus their 20th booster only tested on 200 human-like mice with minimal temporary benefits before being released to the public. We've already gotten a taste of all of this though, and I didn't really know about it myself until after I started watching some redacted segments on it, as well as Roman Balmakov from the Epoch Times and Russell Brand as well too. Now, they all have connections or have done research and gotten resources or credit from professionals in these fields, and this is what I learned. According to the WEF, the rearrangement of cities is absolutely about climate change, as climate change and global conflicts cause shocks and even stresses at a faster intervals and increasing severity. The 15-minute city will become even more critical, and the solution was the pandemic. The obvious yet incomplete answer is the pandemic with COVID-19 and its variants keeping home everyone, or at least closer to home than usual. The 15-minute city went from a nice to have to a rallying cry. They also said this: the historical roots of the 15-minute city are connected deeply with the current moment. One will be living with for a long time to come. So it'll be here for a long time. This is what they want. That way they can control things, like I've said several times, under the guise of helping or convenience. Now, this is all starting to be rolled out in the UK. In Oxfordshire, they plan on trialing one of these climate lockdowns in 2024. That's just how COVID lockdowns started. So 2 weeks ago, Oxfordshire's council approved of a plan to lock people into one of 6 zones in order to save them from global warming, or rather save the planet. Doesn't that sound a little familiar? The latest stage of the 15-minute city is to place electronic gates on key roads out of the city, confining citizens to their own neighborhoods in Oxfordshire. Could this be another reason why they're trying to push renewable energy so much, so they can fuel these things exponentially? Because the WF's really trying to push it pretty hard, and so are all their buddies that are connected in places of power. This summer in France, during the heat waves that were happening in Europe, they banned outdoor activities. Now, apparently scientists are saying that periods of intense heat waves are becoming more and more commonplace due to global warming, which big businesses and the elites of the world caused, not caring about the planet and just doing whatever they wanted. Then blaming it on us. Temps could hit 39 degrees Celsius, 102.2 degrees Fahrenheit in Paris, and droughts have also raised the risk of wildfires, the forecasters said. I'm 86 years old and I was born here, but I think this is the worst heat wave I've ever seen, according to what Jacqueline Bernard in Toulouse told the AFP news agency. Now, from what I gathered, they didn't really proceed to go into it and back up anything or research it and say how it actually has been in the past or anything like that, you know. Not very good journalism on their part to do that, honestly. That you really should do that and be like, well, this is the biggest heat wave that we've had here in France. This is pretty bad, but it's still not very good, and it's not something we should be having as much. Because, I mean, there are going to be points in the time that the Earth is alive where you're going to have heat flashes, you know? It happens here and there, but it shouldn't be happening as much as it is, in addition to all these different weather changes and everything happening across the world, which are completely unnatural and not in the flow of how they were in the past. Also, according to grid operator RTE, there was such an increase in fan/AC use in France that they had to import electricity from neighboring countries. All right, so here's something that proves that what Jacqueline said was not really true overall, or that it was very just emotionally based and in the moment. 2003, there was an even hotter heat wave that, according to multiple sources, killed over 15,000 people. And that was just in France. Now, over 2 weeks ago, it was stated and said that England was making new lockdown policies for climate change. Reminder, Bill Gates senpai said that the next pandemic would be a climate change based one. Him and leader of the WF, Mr. Klaus Schwab, have been saying this for a minute, along with other people. Kind of weird. Now, here's what England is going to do, I guess. Break cities into designated zones, a part of what the WEF calls a 15-minute city.
The 15-minute city is a really simple concept in many ways. It's really just saying that every urban citizen should be able to meet their basic needs within a 15-minute walk or cycle ride from their house.
The concept of the 15-minute city was proposed by French Colombian scientist Carlos Moreno.
Aspects of this are already starting to be adopted by cities like France, Barcelona, and Bogota. So in other words, it's essentially already starting. This shit's fucked up. You know what else is fucked up? The fact that you guys haven't smashed the shit out of that like button, or Detroit, smash that fucking subscribe button. All joking aside though, it really does mean a lot to me and helps us out here on the channel to get further up in that algorithm, to let others know this stuff, as well as that it's okay to think independently of these systems that we live in and to question them. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hop right back into the video. They're forcing you to stay in one area that's authoritarian as hell and denies people of the basic human right of freedom of movement. But wait, that's not all. If residents want to leave their zones, they'll need permission from their city council. Last time I checked, we were born with the freedom to go wherever we want, at our own risk, obviously. But nonetheless, we had the freedom to choose where we go. They really just want to do away with fossil fuels at this point. That would include our cars. Most of us can't even afford electric cars, really. And that's because of how expensive they are. And it's such an immediate shift, too, which never works well. Can't just do that. That fucks over all of the people, the working class, etc. Remember, the WEF said that own nothing and be happy about it. This is some real Hunger Games type shit. People have enough common sense to stay inside when it's really hot outside. They're not really gonna go out there or go out for very long. People just get told there's a heat wave outside, and most people really aren't gonna go out, or again, for very long at least. You don't need approval from the government to do this stuff, or to be told when. Oh, and then, by the way, they'll track you with surveillance whenever you leave these zones, and you have to key in and check in every time you leave and come back. Oh, that's with surveillance cameras, yet again, just kind of like the surveillance state, but that's exactly what it would be, through and through. There's no denying that that is a surveillance state. But that's enough about what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys think this shit's really fucked up and really like a Hunger Games type society? I'd love to hear your comments in the section down below. Now, if you guys did make it to the end of this video, go ahead and leave the word rebel in the comment section down below. So let me know that you made it to the end and you guys are part of the 100% club. However, if you guys would like a more interactive experience with us, go ahead and join us on streams every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. Central Time. Play some games, talk about conspiracies like this, have, you know, some memes, make dark humor, etc. It's a quality good time, you know, and you also get to see me rage on people for being stupid, especially when we play Pokemon Unite. It's pretty funny. Feel free to join our Discord too, the Z Tribe, where we have movie/stream night every other Friday, share dark humor, spiritual chats, talk about conspiracies like this stuff, and just, you know, get to know each other a little bit better and have a good sense of community and where it's okay to think independently of the systems that you live in. We'd always love to have more people joining us. We also tend to, you know, share updates as well too about the YouTube channel and updates on charity streams and what all we're doing in the community and stuff like that there too. But I'll leave a link for that as well as my TikTok and Instagram, which has plenty of memes on there that we make, in the description box below. As usual, my dudes, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot and helps us get further up in the YouTube algorithm to let others know about this stuff and that it's okay to question these systems that we live in and to think independently. But until next time though, my dudes, please don't forget to live long and prosper, take care and peace, keep it 1,000,000% real, and remember, fuck the system. I will see you guys on the flip side. Yee!